Discussing our topics, the new trends in geography with special reference in geospatial technology. I'm presenting these topics myself, Dr. Anil Yedage, Assistant Professors in Geoinformatics, Parvatibai Chowgule College, Margao, Goa. Outline of my topics, see the to learn geospatial technology, then different applications in geography using geospatial technology. These are two outlines. Then the learning outcome after completion of this e-module, faculty will get able to know advanced technology in geography, geospatial technological prospects, remote sensing, GIS and GPS technology, and the various applications using this technology. See the what is geography. Geography means traditionally we'll say the description of Earth surface. We are studying still distribution of Earth aspect like the human aspect and physical aspect. There are population distributions and the topographical distributions. That's why we're doing the study. But we have got a lot of limitation of that study. Today it's information era, technological era, and digital era. That's why we want to the shift our geographical paradigms from traditional way to the advanced technical way, and these new techniques is a geospatial technology. And how we will get the exposure, we'll uh, see the geography is my word. Geography means what the we are studying man and environmental relationship and spatial temporal perspectives. Uh, See the man and environments means the you see the earth surface there have the different uh, geographic conditions and the man's in the different uh, uh, in continent how to get react each others, and you see the relationship with the environmental and man's and the spatial temporal perspective means the different continent, different time period, how we are the react with the environment. That's we are doing the study. See the there are different themes in geography. Main geographically themes we are studying. We'll see the these pictures. We getting to know more informations. In geography, we'll still study the locational aspect, place aspect, religious aspect, region aspect, man environmental interactions, and movement. See these pictures will provide all the questions which are the locations. You see these small uh, towns like the small hut. You see these means exact locations. Place means the locations of these place, the foothill of the hill area. And region, you see these are surrounding features, means like hilly regions. And then you will getting to know that hilly regions a small place, and that small space, small location of that hut means these pictures indicate, and that environment interaction means these hilly area, there's environments like the pleasant cool temperatures, and how the man's activities have the limitations, how we get their exposures and movement. uh, there's of the man movements we get a lot of limitations environmental aspect. But you see these geographically themes, we want to do the study in the geospatial technology, because we can't reach in the hill area each and every places. We want all the aspect, uh, on the geographically you can't cover today's era. That's why you use the geospatial technology, and only these technology possible to reach every places. See, these geospatial technology is a integrated of three technologies. We call it the geospatial technology. What is the geographical information system? Another remote sensing, and third global position system is navigation. Including threes, we say it is a geospatial technology, and we will see one by one how these will get effect in geographically studies. See, uh, what is GIS? Means Geography Information System. It is a computer-based system at the, or say the computer assist system for capture, store, retrieve, analyze, display with the spatial reference data within a particular organization. GIS is a computer-based system that provide following four set of capabilities: handling georeference data, data input, data manage, manipulations, analyze, and output with the spatial reference. Means you see the what did they say? GIS is a computer-based system that we capture the data, store data, retrieve data, manipulations, analyze with a spatial reference. Means geographically, you assign the coordinate system, latitudes and longitudes. Means these georeference data we properly handle, maintain, and finally you can analyze and represent this data. It's called as a GIS, means geographically information uh, system. Then we will see the remote sensing. What is a remote sensing? A remote sensing means the it is a art and science and technology acquiring the informations without touching the object itself. It's called as a remote sensing. These remote sensings workings in seven stages. You see the main uh, we are mentioned the our definitions. The without touching itself means we no need to touch object. Without touching a object we can sense the data using the sensor, and that sensor we are keeping in satellites. The satellites we are mounted that sensor. We see here sun is our major source of the energy. That suns whatever have the radiate energy, that energy will be directly pass through the environment in space. That energy, some energy will be reflected, some energy will be observed, some energy will be transmissions in atmospheres. There have the cloud, some gases, some dust particles. That's why all energy are cannot reach on Earth's surface. That energy will be interact with the atmosphere, maybe some reflected, absorbed, transmissions, and then whatever reaches the energy that will be reached on the ground surface. That ground surface, that energy will be interact, and then ground surface will be absorb energy, some energy reflect, some energy transmit, and then that energy whichever will remain will be reflect again space, and then again energy will be required to interact in atmosphere with the same cloud, dust particles, and the sum of the gases, and whichever remaining energy that will be finally reach on the sensor. That sensor already was mounted on the spacecraft, either aircraft in spacecraft, we will say the satellites, and that satellites we mounted the sensor. That sensor will be recorded that energy will be sent again, recorded energy back to the earth surface. We have the control stations, and which is the control stations near to the Hyderabad. Hyderabad's near to Shadnagar, where have the NRSC National Remote Sensing Center have the control stations. That control station will be recorded electromagnetic energy converted into digital energy, and that digital energy will be converted into the digital data, and that digital data again pre-processed means coded means geo rectified, then atmospheric some effect, that the radiometric corrections and geometric corrections. After geometric and radiometric corrections, then these data NRSC will be distributed researchers, students, faculty, those who want to make the applications. And this is called as the process of the remote sensing acquire the data. We will get a real-time data. We will see these why they use the spectrum energy from ultraviolet, visible, infrared, and microwave until the radio. But we are use the mostly visible energy, blue, green, red. These spectrum zero point 0.4 to zero point 0.7 visible spectrum mostly you can use it. This is the basic procedure of the remote sensing. Then you see this uh, definition of scanning of the earth by satellites or high flying aircraft in order to obtain information about it. Means these data set will get through the satellite, but we see there's a real time data today's. Whatever you want to make plans, that's why you want to the real time informations, and these remote sensing is the only way they will that will provide real time the informations. And whatever so use the traditionally that data means survey of India, either other sources that are not real time data, that older data are the 20-year back, 30-year and 50-year back. But these geospatial technology will provide you today's data, either you want yesterday, whichever date, that date you will provide data means real time data provided. Then observation means a daily satellite are observing earth surface. I means that observations, any observations. Suppose today we are doing some ground survey, means that observations, means that observations of the remote sensing data or any observations become a raw data, not a informations. After getting that raw data, again we are filtered and process. Means already I said you, these raw data while you process in remote sensing, you radiometric correction, geometric correction, image enhancement. After processing, I will use the low pass filter, high pass filter, and then we will analyze the data using different of specialized, supervised, unsupervised techniques, and then we'll convert into the information. This information will provide qualitative and quantitative informations, and that information again we can interpret in the different perspectives, and that information based we can take a decision. Means a decision making is a state governments, either central governments, either local bodies, or any scientists. Means finally we will take any decision, and these are data set used for planning, management of land use, land cover, natural resource management, environment, transportations, urban facilities, and other administrative and health record. Means you see the these only technology will provide real-time data for any decision making. Then we will see the how GIS is exactly work. See the geotaggings means suppose this is a tree. That trees already I said geography means we will say the distribution science means we will getting to know where is it and what is it. Two questions always raised while you doing the study in the geography: where is it and what is it? Means these locational of the trees will provide information. Where is it is a latitude and longitude. What is it means a name of species like oak, height of the species, age of species, then canopy cover of that is space trees, then purpose of these medicinal either other purpose means that information about that locations and we geotag today's the governments either any agency they want to the informations like the geotagging. Even our smartphones have the such options while you click pictures that if you on the GPS automatic there will be assigned the location informations means latitude longitude. It is called as a geotagging means such types of GIS is working. Then element of the GIS, you see there is five element of the GIS is also called as a component of GIS: hardware, software, dataware, humanwares, and methods. Generally, hardware means the physical components like the CPU, monitors, keyboard, uh, mouse. Those are visible and physical content. It's called as hardware. And softwares, there are n number of software. Software means we generally say there we use the basically program based. We made specific application oriented software, and these softwares, the ArcGIS, Erdas, Ilibis, Veka, there are n number of commercial as well as open source software, and these software you can install in the hardware and then use the data. If you have the hardware software, we can't say it is a GIS. They require the data. Means they require the satellite imageries, soft copies, either survey of India topo sheets, town and country planning maps, some of the GPS data. These data set while we insert either acquiring and captures required to the software. Means you add the data, then store data, but require that data over the peoples. Means those you are the well trained GIS experts. If you are the GIS expert, you can make the map using the data. And then methods. Methodology is procedures. If you follow such procedures, you can make the map. Either you don't know procedures, how you can make the map, how can do the research, how can you monitoring different projects. That's why you require to the five elements. If you have the five elements, then GIS will be workable. Then see these why GIS we are used. Why not we or use the other technology? We use the GIS. GIS is a facilitate the faster process of operations. Means GIS, these technology work very fast. Even once time you make the map, then you want to add some things, you can make the very fast and quick digitizations. Today's we are automatic digitizations. You can capture fast data, you can do the fast any work. That's why say the facility to faster process of operation, provide many real world problems with the option of many scenarios. Means these data set we will see the different angles, and that's why we will get to many scenario. Means you see the different angles, and you will get n number of problems. Suppose you want to do the watershed management, but here's while you check different angles, then you will get to know there water scarcity also. There also there some places have the deforestation. Some places have also soil erosions. Means there n number of ways you can look the particularly features. Means all the problems we get it to know. Decision making tool with the support of organizations or data. Means these techniques will provide decision makings. Means you will get the real time data as well as older data, either different decadal data. All the informations you will get it. That basis you will make the decision making. Is a decision support system. Suppose we will make the decision support system for agriculture, like the pomegranate cultivations, but you doesn't know you want to do cultivations. If you have the main such system, particularly decision making system, you give the input of particular lands, crop practice, and the fertilizers. They will be provide the suggestions. Means this land uh, is suitable, either not suitable, either will get such problems on this land. Means you will provide decision making. Means integrated technology. GIS, we can integrate different types of technology like the remote sensing, GIS, photogrammetry, survey technology, web technology, Internet of Things, cloud computing, and today's rituals are going parallel. New technology, those are computer related. All technology we can integrate it. That's where the importance in we are using such technology. Dynamic map display and interactive query. This technology easily you can display map, easily interactive query. Suppose you want to the find out the village populations, either in Maharashtra, either any states, how many villages populations have the sex ratio above 1000. Within a fraction of second, while you put the query, you will get the n number of villages have these the sex ratio is above the 1000. Means easily that information will provide you. GIS is a powerful tool handling spatial data. Means these a powerful tool for handle a spatial data. Means the data while you get it, there are different format and different sources. But here you can easily convert it into common format, and you can easily to handle that spatial data. Will not handle with other technology such way you can easily conversion of data in data manipulate in digital format. The you can easily maintain data in digital format. In data like the vector and raster, both format you can use. Vector, point, line, polygon. Raster format is images like the T format, IMG format, that you can easily maintain data. InGIS data is a more compact than other paper and tabular form. Means easily you data is a more compact than other paper map. Means easily you maintain and keep this data set. Larger quantity and type of the data can maintain and retrieve at a greater speed. You see these larger quantities and type of data can easily maintain, easily, speedily you will recover. It has ability to manipulate spatial data and the corresponding attribute. It has ability to integrate spatial and non-spatial data is called as geospatial data. And then whatever attribute, while you click the particularly village at the particular road, they provide the information about data, name of the road, speed of the roads, and then other related parameter they will provide. informations and to the integrate different types of data into single platforms. That's why we are used. There are n number of advantages. That's why we are used the geospatial technology. Why GIS? What GIS can do? You see the what GIS can do and the real world problems, identifications. Where is it? Locate what is there, a trend, what if, pattern, what has changed, optimum path, what relation exist between, and model what is the best route. You see the questions, the answer will be provide only geospatial technology. Where is it? Dam, and what types of the where exactly located, which river located, if the, where you can build the dam, what will be change will be occurs, and if there's have the two places, what the exit relations, and which is the best route. If you will get the models 3 4 route, which is the best route, that also information provided. Suppose you want to move from Goa to Kolhapur, there are 4 routes, which is the best route. If in between some of the places, suppose landsliding occurring, then which is another alternative routes will be provide, that will the model making. They will provide there are n number of models. The Marco chain model, if you use, they will provide you after 10 years what the particularly city growth will and what direction will be city will be grow. Means such types of informations they will provide us. Then see the another technology is the GPS. GPS is a stand for Global Position System. GPS can be used to determine and the position on the Earth, that is latitudes, longitudes, and altitude. Even speed also provided. See these GPS need for the survey purpose, more accuracy than conventional methods, traveling and tracking purpose. You can use the GPS technology. Means see these global positions, the use mostly the navigation purpose, and we need to the survey. We want to the ground survey, requires the DGPS, either the simple GPS device, and the data is more accuracy, and the traveling and tracking purpose also you can use it these GPS technology. Defined GPS is the network of satellites that continuously transmit low power signal toward the earth, which make possible to identify our position on the earth. Means these GPS technology is a network of satellites. Means there are n number of satellites, the more than 24 satellites having that network, and nearly 6 orbit. Each orbit more than 4 satellites have. That's why these are network cover the whole globe. Anywhere you can stand in Earth surface, they will provide you the signal. Means the whole Earth is of wrappings in GPS satellites, and the 6 orbit and more than 20 satellites. Means you imagine any portion of the earth, means either sea, either land, either any place will provide that signal. Means that provide you the position informations, latitudes, longitudes. If we have the 3 at least satellites, they will provide lat longs, and then you have get more signal. They provide elevations, and then direction over speed. Speed also travels a route you are traveling. That newly advanced GPS there have the mentioned all the routes, and that routes while you track it, you will get it this route. Either if you will go unknown route, that route also you will make it. Means you can save it. Then you see these uh, current GPS system in the world. There are different agencies in world. North Star in USA, Department of Defense, then GLONASS, Russia, Galileo, European Union, IRNS means Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. India started to launch satellites from 2013-14. Still, India is now 7 satellites have launched, and uh, India is now indigenously work on navigations. They are not depend on other countries. They are become independent, and that's India navigation system called as a Navik. Actually, Navik is a Sanskrit word, and these India provided the navigation signal, the three 1,500 kilometer radius in the central of the India to surrounding countries. Maybe they cover the surrounding SAARC countries, this whole Indian subcontinent. They provided GPS signal, means navigation signal. They will provide. China's also have their own system. Japan's also have systems. Means such are the different agencies. The in words they are working to the navigation system. Then you see the how GPS work. There are the satellites. That satellites approximately where these satellites have the height 21,000 kilometers above the sea. Then receiver, ground control, ground antenna, and monitor stations and master control stations. Then you see these GPS segment, three segments are working: space segment, user segment, and control segment. See these space segments, uh, they control only the satellites. They maintain the number of satellites in world levels, the Navstar, Galileo, and these having the 24 satellite and 6 orbit, and more than that is they control the whole world. But India only Indian subcontinent in the 3,000 within the 1,500 kilometer radius means 3,000 kilometer areas covered, and means these space segments means the only control of the satellite. Control segments use the ground control stations. These ground control stations have the different part of the words, and the control stations, the one control stations, if you have the change the path of satellites, change the height, either some satellites is not proper functions, that will be control stations will be changed their height, they give the proper directions, either whichever have the technically problems, that will be cover control stations. And the others uh, ground control stations, they will be provide the positional information of that. And finally these user segment. User segment means like the users, like the users means the researchers, the common peoples. Then GPS means whichever is having installed the like cars, big vehicles, uh, either aeroplanes, either any or any of these things, that the use the three segments. Then you see the tree of technology using will make the map and making analysis. See the faster digitization tool for the if you use the geospatial technology, you can fastly digitize the road features, settlement features, boundary features, and once you made it, next time no need to the made same features. You can just update. Means cartographically, you can use of these georeferencing and raster vector data, any GIS format data. While you enter, firstly you take up the care, ensure is it a georeference. If there is no georeference, means that the data is valueless. You just georeference data using the latitudes and longitudes, and these enter the data in the vector format and the raster format. Then vector editing, that data you can easily edit if new roads are added, new buildings added, new change on the ground surface, that you can easily edit on the data is a line, polygon, either for point format, three format is using data, point, line, and polygon, input and import data and attributes, data, photograph, tables, query, statistics, data you can import from other format, either attribute data you can import, photo also you can import, and then you assign the latitude, longitude, then themes. There are different thematics maps you can make it. Choroplate map. Suppose you want to density map, you can make it. Chorometric map, dot map, density, circles, then square, triangle diagrams, pie diagrams, unique values. Means all types whichever traditionally map are doing. These a data set if you use once time you can make it, no need to again all the maps, bar graphs you can make it using the ArcGIS, the QGIS software. See these data set again cartographically. You see these are traditionally way you can use the contour. See these contour, the lines indicate these yellow, these are contour lines. That basis you can decided height, topography features, what types of topography is a plane, either terraces type, concave slope, convex slopes, steep slope, and color shading basis we getting to know means it is a plain, either it's a hilly area, valley, means traditionally we can use it such way. But you see these 3D representations you can easily draft using the topo sheets. Here we getting to know these valleys having the river is flowing, another is a tributary also there meeting there, and the bank of the river, the small villages, their roads. Means years will getting to know means you will realize we are standing that village, either we are standing on that mountain, either valleys. Means you feel like the these are virtually will getting such types of feel easily you can identify topography. These are 3D. Means you know the today's are the 3D era. Even your movies also you are looking 3D. All the things you are making 3D. That's why our geographical study also we can do in 3D perspective. Here also you see these are traditionally 3D you are making such the color tints use color based, and here you see the 3D image means 3D maps we are making how the make the map in 3D. Yes, easily you will getting to know. Then you will see these representations like the 3D buildings draft on digital elevation models. These 3D digital elevation models you will provide the different perspectives and different explorations you can do. Here you see the one sides. Here the landsliding occurrings means you will getting to know means such areas where are the houses, either whatever the construction going on, you can give the alerts that area. Even you know the many times in Western Ghat area in rainy season there are a lot of places landsliding occurring and hundred of peoples are dead. Once 5 years before in Pune district, there is one of the village, Malin village, totally washed out in foothill of the hill. There are small hills. This that village is nearby. Uh, 30 peoples are dead on spot because of the landslidings. And even last year, Chiploon is one of the place in Western Ghat that there also get it same problems. If you will see the 3D way and then do the plans, either we do the more suggestions to governments, local body, and such types of the studies are required to do in the geographers. but still we are doing the traditionally way, and that's why we will not get proper solution on such types of problems. But you will use such geospatial technology, we will get the solution of these network analysis and shortest path of facility, closest facility. See these types of the study you can do in GIS. You can make the such of data in like the metropolitan cities. Will provided the uh, network analysis like the Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Delhi, where they have the dense population, dense roads, and we want to find out particular place. You can use the network analysis even today. If you use the, I think all of are using smartphones, and they are all smartphones the map tools having, and where we get closest facility place, shortest path, and that data in GIS if you are mapped, and you can make the analysis like the one places if occurring the fires, how you can reach the quickest there, and the suppose the one place, if you are the admit in a hospital, which is the closest pharmacist, which is the closest blood bank, either which is the closest another required to the surgery types of the another hospitals. Either any you want to similar types of the hospital you want to find it, means such types of pattern we get it, means there are n number of applications you can do the using these data. Then mobile GIS and web GIS. Already I said you today all of you use the mobiles, and that mobiles have the n number of applications geospatial related. You can use it applications and make it GI geography is the more and more techno related. You see once applications. I think all of you have the area measurements. You can download area measurement app and see find out how much square meter your land, either how many how the what are exactly length and width of your land, and either your house, the your lands, how much hectares, either acres you are having, means all things you can use using the different GIS applications in mobiles. And once you can make the web all data set you can keep in centralized, and simultaneously you can access these web based applications have a lot of demands, and all layers if you keep it there anytime you want to do the study, either that's why no need to again make same data, like the duplicacy will be avoid, redundancy you can avoid, means you keep the all the data in centralized, and parallelly you can access such types of data. Then you see those another applications like EP Collect. These EP Collect 5. These are one of the app will get it your mobiles, smartphone. These are app developed Imperial College of London, and you can go there and you design your form. Suppose you want to do the village survey, either any survey geographically. Mostly geographers use the survey as a questionnaire. If you want to go ground, you go the suppose you want to collect specific villages, either specific town in a ward, how many trees are there, either how many settlements are there. You just make a form on that website. You go design your own forms, and then you go to your mobile play store and download these app, and whichever you made form, that form will be getted there. You just click it with your own design. Suppose you want to collect information of particular ward in different vegetations, and these vegetation informations, while you click you go grounds, click their photos, then you will get latitude longitudes, then name of that trees, then another landmark you can add there, and another the height you can add, whichever you are mentioned while you designing forms, that data you can edit, and simultaneously if you have the hundred of students and the hundred of people are working simultaneously, that data, all data will be saved centralized. Then you come again lab and see the your that where you design forms, all the information geotagged will get it. Just you save that data and then you upload the data, your maps and that village, either the ward, all data set will be go there, because that data already you geotag, you assign latitude longitudes. Means a very simple techniques, EP collect type. If you use, you can easily, geography will become a very easy and digital way. Then you will see the Indian Earth observation programs. There are n number of satellites are launched. The different and our Indian Remote Sensing Center means ISRO's, and NRC is the only agency that will be control station. Already I said you these control stations they provide data. You see the uh, SAC Space Application Center is a made sensor. Then ISRO's, these will be launched the satellites, and that satellite whichever launch that SAC whichever developed the sensor, that sensor will be work, and the control stations will be convert the data into digital format, and these the CDs, either FTP, they will provide on internet your data, and these data IRS with Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, they will be give the trainings like these academic types of training they will provide, and these different agencies like regional remote sensing center like the Nagpur, Jodhpur, Dehradun, Bangalore, Kharagpur, they will make the application on the particular regions. Other each governments they have their own remote sensing center like the Maharashtra, MRSAC, Karnataka, KRSAC, which each state government have own center, and means these outreach programs, these earth observation programs. See the after getting you will get such types of data. You see the these are part of Dubai, the part of Washington's, these are part of Maldives, and part of the Myanmar. Such types of data they will provide the resource at satellites in Indian Remote Sensing Center, means IRS. Means we is getting to know how much details we are getting if you use such data. See the Indian India is the priority of issues. See these India uh, subcontinent, how they look from the space, the snow. You see the white, the totally reflections. These are area will get it to white is a desert, like the you see the desert types, which they are 80 to 90% reflection. That's why getting whitish. Then plain area is a crop like the Ganga, Yamuna rivers, where they have the different tones. Then central India you will see the plateau, then Western Ghat. These are the India look from the space. Development of the Earth observation system need to national images need support of the NNRS, National Natural Resource Management, and these development programs improvement weather and ocean state data for forecasting, and Indian priorities issues low productivities, land degradations, wasteland, depletion of water resources, glacier retreating, forest biodiversity, degrading coastal resource, degraded coastal resources, cyclone, food, floods, landslide, demographic pressures, population are increasing day by day. That's why you see these are the uh, priorities issues having the India. That's why we want to use the geospatial technology to solve these issues. Then you see there is a benefit of the Earth observations. Of the observations, they provide a synaptic views. Will they provide the surrounding area not only one. The provide synoptic information, again repetitive. Same area will again visit, means the spatial spectral temporal resolution. Again, same area will be 8 days, either uh, 21 days, either next days, means the repetitive, very fast, inaccessible area of the coverage. Those areas the inaccessible, like the oceans, like the mountain, valleys, deserts, and rainy seasons. Those are area are inaccessible. That area also will provide information. All weathers, day and night. Means suppose sometimes you want to the rainy season information, they will provide rainy season using radar data. Night time also will provide data, means their capability, day night all weather condition information on the spatial domain. They provide detailed spatial information. We'll be getting to know what is the where. Simultaneously observations, single platforms with the different resolutions, angle in spectral regions of the land, atmospheric and oceans. Spatial resolution, you will see the 1 kilometer to 60 centimeters with zero point 0.6 meter level data will provide. Even now today, a digital globe, a foreign satellite data provide 0.29 meter, means 30 centimeter level data. World view, geo views, satellites provide 0.30 centimeters level data, means a very high resolution, temporal resolutions, radiometric resolutions, and spectral resolutions. Few nanometer level they will provide data. Then you see the Indian priorities. Already I mentioned food security, nutrient security, then environmental assessment monitor, disaster support system, global change studies, water securities, weather and the ocean, state forecasting, infrastructure development, e-governance, capacity buildings, means all the places you are working in the geospatial technology. We see the how the importance of the our geographic science. Then remote sensing, different applications like crop agriculture. You can use the crop acreage and production estimation models, soil and land degradations, land mappings, then watershed development, horticulture mission for uh, the drought prone area, northeast areas, means agriculture related. You can make a lot of application. Forest and environmental related, you can make it forest cover, forest types of mapping, forest risk, forest fire mapping, biodiversity conservations, management, biodiversity characterizations, environmental impact studies. If the government want to establish new project, particular place like the dam, either atomic research project, either with any project government want, they can see the environment impact studies. Then water related applications, potential drinking water zones, command area management, reservoir sedimentations, land cover mappings, then wasteland mapping, urban sprawl studies, ocean related. You can do the applications, the potentials, fishing zone, sea surface temperatures, then weather related applications like the weather forecastings, monsoon forecastings, ocean state forecasting, regional climatic model. There is n number of application weather related. The disasters support system like the flood or damage assessment, drought monitoring, landslide zonation, landslide hazarding, means such land related also you can make applications. See the here's wetland inventory and monitoring applications. These are mappings of wetlands in different scales. Suppose having the wetlands, you can see the how the wetlands are the different 2000 1990 1986 and 2002. After applying such different projects, national-wide, the special data set in district-wise, either watershed-wise, there we getting to know the change a lot of the occurrings. Means if you use the satellite data, you can easily monitoring such types of project, watershed-related projects, either government implemented water, village level projects, wetlands, either wastelands, you can mapping. Then national crop for forecasting projects. You see the different seasonal crop, either one crops or different months. See the November, December, January, and February. See these one crop, the how the phenologically change their colors. That basis we will getting to know the how much production will be getting the particularly crop. The onions always you see the price will be high. Onion price either sometimes of the will not make the proper plan of sugarcane crushing. That's all getting problems. Then pulses also and other cereal crop, the forecasting agriculture fasal project, the central government are observing pre-harvesting productions and the forecasted major crop like the paddy, wheat, sorghum, mustard, oil seeds. Early warnings, the crop will provide information like the crop condition, crop trace, uh, that also will get it the detailed informations. Then you see the forest environmental, forest extent, forest density, monitoring of forestations, encroachment, biodiversity, landscape level studies, grassland, wetland inventory, environmental impact assessment. Means related to forest, you can make it lot of studies. Then biodiversity characterizations, the biological richness of the Western Himalaya. See the Indian biodiversity flora in the 7% and fauna in the 6.5% in world. They provided biodiversity characteristics at landscape level, biologically hotspot of other countries. The prioritizations areas, bioprospective and conservations. Uh, then Andaman Nicobar, Western Ghat, Northeast regions, Himalaya regions, Central India, East Coast, Eastern Ghat, East Ghats. Means all the portion will be covered here that biodiversity and the air given index low, medium, high. Then orchards means each forest types information are provided. Then water resource like the glacier inventories are rated. You know the last years like the Siachen glaciers and Gangotri glaciers have getted breakdown from the main glacier, and these are the come main channel and get a lot of problems. Many of the places having the lot of the uh, getting problems in Himalaya. That's why you can monitor such stuff, the glacier, snow melting, runoff inventory, then site suitability, performance evaluation, irrigation commands, groundwater perspective problems. You can find out. Then you see the Rajiv Gandhi drinking nations water project. Earlier governments used such, and they want to provide the waters in the rural area, and the remote sensing data will provide alignment information, abandoned floodplains, paleo channels, valley fields, and where have the alignment, paleo channels. They easily find out. If you go the directly on visibly ground, you will not get it. But if you use the such technique, remote sensing techniques, easily you can mark paleo channel at the alignment, fracture zones, and that zones are only allowed to penetrate groundwaters. And if you will dug well, either two well, you will get the water. Means such a drinking water mission project also you can do it. Government have done the integrated watershed management. Most of the rural area get the problems of watersheds, water related water scarcity. If you use the GIS technology, you can make it different maps or drainage map, imaginary watershed, land use map, groundwater perspective zones, soil map, and all map you can integrate. Use the these methodology, and that basis you make prioritization map, means priority one, priority two, priority three, means high, medium, and low, and that basis you can make it plans. If you apply such project, you can again monitor. Then infrastructure development. Today, you see the governments want to the where is the infrastructure projects going on, either what the condition of the infrastructures, rural as urban. If you use the such techniques, you can easily get a data, means a real-time data perspective and development plan of urban area, road alignment, rural and road connectivity, site selections, detailed facility, urban planning, sport, harbor, means all such a data set will provided you. Then next, study of oceans, ocean related, like chlorophyll concentration, sea surface temperatures, ocean set will be provided. You detailed information like sea surface, where have the more the fishing grounds, and easily fishermen will be reach that, and they will be get lot of fish. Means such application you can do it. See the identification potential fishing zones. If you use such a data set, and the satellite will provide you exactly locations, establish institute mechanism, information will generate and disseminated to fisherman community national wide. Such projects are used the coastal coral information, aquaculture application you can make it. Then you see the disaster related. Already we said the flood, cyclone. You can track even drought condition. You can assess. Uh, then landslidings, earthquake, forest fires. These are geographically hit issues, and that basis, if you work using such geospatial information, you can easily will get the solution of such problems. You can avoid such natural calamities if you have the expertise on these such technologies. Then flood related, you know the Assam's every year get a flood. Even now to last months, May there get a lot of problem of the flood situations, and even every years Bihar's Maharashtra, also the Western Maharashtra, Krishna and Panchganga River get a flood. If you use the such data set mapping and monitoring, major flood and cyclone related generation and dissemination flood, inundations, damage, information on real time information. These radar set data will provide you details, the informations that set you can make it different applications. Then cyclones, you can you see the n number of cyclone hitted western as well as east coast of the India. That's why you can easily track such uh, cyclones, and you avoid the such natural calamities. Even east coast every year the hitted uh, last 2 3 years the intensity of the cyclones are increasing west and east coast. That's why if you use the search technology, you can easily track and easily avoid the such uh, natural calamities. See, these are digital geography has enabled to people to think about geography in abstract, to use the database and visualizations. Jack Damnot said, now we are already I mentioned to need to use shift in digital geography, means advanced geography. If you use the such geospatial technology like the remote sensing, GIS and GPS, easily you can make such a database, visualized database. You make n number of applications using the geospatial technology. 21st century GIS is combined remote sensing GIS, the capability enabled to you create a geospatial data and extract informations, update and data. You can easily extract amount of information. You can easily update your information. So what you are waiting, we build your career in your dreams. Be digital, be specific, be you. Thank you, all the faculty members. You can do such a way study in geospatial technology. Okay, thank you.